This video is made with the help of Ocular Sounds, but more on that later. Gear is expensive, plus no matter what you buy in around a year or so, there's gonna be something better. So as someone who doesn't really want to keep buying, I keep researching what's the best combo for what I want. In this case, those cinematic B-roll shots. But first, let's talk about what I currently have. If you watched this previous video of mine, I talked about which camera body I use and my reasoning behind that. Spoiler alert, I like white. But it's not just because of that. So watch that after this one. But if you haven't watched it, I used the ZV-E10. And when I got this, it came with a kit lens, which if you don't know, the quality of kit lenses aren't really that great, which means the image won't be as sharp. Also, it's quite limited in some features, like aperture, the one that creates that blurry background. And more importantly, it's just not wide enough. My type of video is run and gun, or vlogging. I go to a lot of places and show you guys my experiences in those situations. Which, by the way, if you're into, subscribe. It'll really mean a lot. Okay, back to the topic. My vloggy style required a wider lens, which I got. This lens helped me achieve two things. One, I got to show more while still being a one-man team. More often than not, it's just me holding the camera or setting it down, and having a wider field of view definitely helps to set the scene. Also, when I walk around, I don't have to stretch my hand as much to capture my entire face. And two, it helped me produce more relatable scenes for you guys. The wider field of view makes the scene more immersive. Kinda like you're here with me, as you're viewing it. Now, don't get me wrong. This lens, the 10-18 f4, is still my primary lens. And I'll probably use it 90% of the time. The only problem is if I want detail shots or I want more depth of field, I can't really achieve that with this lens. So here's my solution. The solution is to get a lens that's tighter and with a faster aperture. With the basic research on lens recommendations, you'll see that almost everyone recommends getting a 50mm because this produces the most natural looking shot. They say it's the closest equivalent on how our eyes see the world, which is actually pretty cool, so I want to get that. But my camera, the ZV-E10, has an aps-c lens, which means it has a 1.5 times crop. So if you compute, for my camera to get a 50mm look, I need a lens that's around 34mm. So to give a range, anything from 30 to 35 will do. So this is what I got. This lens is the 35mm f1.8 OSS from Sony. Right off the bat, it's kinda smaller than my 10-18 lens, which is great because I'll carry this. And of course, I want it to be compact. For other contents of the package, it comes with the manual, the lens cap, and of course the hood. Of course, when you get new gear, the only logical next step is to test it out. So now I'm outside to test out my 35mm, and if you don't know, another advantage of having a wide aperture is it lets in more light, so it's better for low light situations. So what better way to try out the new lens than exactly that? The theme for tonight's shoot is nightlife, so I'll try to shoot what encapsulates a nightlife here in this area. So let's go! So I'm done. I got to shoot a lot. I had fun. And the 35mm was really good. It shoots fast and I think that B-roll sequence will turn out great. But you guys will see it in a bit. Wait, I have to go home and edit, but you guys will see it. What already? So, what do you think? As for how it feels like when being used, I have three main points about it. But before that, let's talk about a simple yet effective way to enhance your videos. And that is through sound effects. And thanks to my friends from Ocular Sounds, I have over 5,000 high-quality sound effects to choose from. Though not those basic low-quality stuff you can download online, but legit high-quality sound effects that can work for any type of video that you want. Their library is so packed. Basic stuff like riders and whooshes to weird stuff like these. Or these. and a whole lot more. If you want these for yourselves, you can check the link under the subscribe button and use my code Cristouffer for 15% off. Again, that's code Cristouffer for 15% off. Thanks again, Ocular Sounds. Okay, so review. Right off the bat, the first thing that I notice is its size and weight. Website, it says that it's 154 grams, but honestly, you and I don't know what that means. I just know it's light enough and very compact to be stored or attached to the camera. Well, for my use case, this is primarily going to be my B-roll lens, so it won't be attached to my camera as much. So it's important that it's light because it'll be stored in my bag, so I won't have to carry heavy stuff. Also, even if it's light and compact, it still has what I'm looking for when I'm shopping for lenses. If you don't know yet, my camera body, the ZV-E10, doesn't have in-body stabilization. So when I look for lenses, I look for stuff that has OSS, or optical steady shot, which is basically Sony's version of lens stabilization. Especially as a video first creator, I want to have the steadiest shot possible without resorting to gimbals. This is actually the main point why I chose this over the Sigma 30mm f1.4, which is kind of in the same league of what I want. Plus, honestly, I don't really see a big difference between f1.8 and f1.4, but maybe if you shoot photos or if you stare at it for a long period of time, you'll see it. But for what I want to achieve, this is more than enough. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like these. And check out Ocular Sounds in the description below. So if you've done both, I'll see you again soon. Bye!